Hi, this is Grant Hartman with Chariot Solutions. I'm here at JBoss World in Chicago. I'm here with Dan Allen. Dan, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'm Dan Allen. I'm a JBoss software engineer, and I work on the SEAM project. I also authored the book SEAM in Action, which is about the SEAM 2 framework. And I'm currently working on the SEAM project and the JSR 299 reference implementation.
Great. Can you tell me a little bit about what SEAM is?
Yeah, SEAM is it's an integration framework. If you're using JSF, SEAM is absolutely something you should look into. It makes JSF a lot simpler, but it also ties in with some of the other specs, like allows you to use JPA and EJB with JSF quite seamlessly. No pun intended. That's sort of where the title of the framework came. And but it's also extended from there. You know, it has Drools integration with some of the other JBoss products. JBPM, and allows you to use charting and mail and create PDFs. So it's extended quite a bit beyond its original scope, which was to integrate JSF and EJB.
And how does SEAM change now that JBoss is working on the reference implementation of JSR 299? And I also know there's a whole thing with WebBeans, so if you could talk a little bit about that, that'd be great too.
Sure. So as you may know, JSR 299 was more or less inspired by SEAM. Now it's evolved quite a bit since then to becoming a general dependency injection framework for Java EE, and also will become the future of SEAM's core. So the idea is that all of the component defining and dependency injection that was in SEAM will become more or less replaced by JSR 299, but the values of SEAM are still going to remain. So all of the integrations that SEAM offers will still be there. It's just that the way in which you define components will be more aligned with the Java EE platform. And that's really the goal of Red Hat, is to continue to roll back the innovations they have back into Java EE, make Java EE better, and continue to extend it. So to be an innovative extension for the platform rather than trying to fork in any way or try to diverge from the platform. So, SEAM 3 is going to be more or less based on 299. But what's interesting is that WebBeans in and of itself has its own extension. So while WebBeans, the project, the name for the project that's the reference implementation, obviously implements the spec, it also goes beyond the spec by supporting Java SE. There's support for other frameworks like Wicket, and although the spec only requires the 299 work in a Java EE application server, you can use WebBeans inside of Tomcat or Jetty. So you don't have to necessarily consume all of Java EE to take advantage of 299.
Great, Dan. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it.
All right. Good talking to you. Take care.